You know, I think if there's anything I could say to families that are considering it, is that you have nothing to lose, that it's there for you, and that you'll be really glad that you did it as you see it, because it's been almost a year, and our pediatrician still says that if she didn't have his chart in front of her, she'd have no idea that anything happened. And I truly believe it's because we're giving him everything he needs to meet and exceed all his milestones. You really have nothing to lose, and it's a great support system.
You might be apprehensive at first as far as the other parents are concerned, but check it out, and right at the beginning when you first find out about it, it's very overwhelming, because you think it's you versus the world, and in today's day and age, thank God it's not.
You don't have to feel like you're receiving a handout, but maybe just a hand up and some support, and because it's really hard when you don't know what you're going into, and you don't know what to expect, and you don't know where to go.
I think a lot of parents look at their kids and they don't want to see that sometimes their kids have problems, or they really need help in certain areas. Like with mine, it was speech, and it was kind of hard for me to accept that help at first, but since I've had it, and I could just see the improvement in my voice tremendously.
So I don't think that there's anything wrong with feeling stunned or overwhelmed or a little bit embarrassed about needing help or about accessing public services. I needed that. I needed to have people whose degrees and jobs and experience were greater than my own for my son. And then I could be the mom. He needed other people with other expertise and other skills than I could provide. And he's better. He's better equipped for life because of it.
So for me, no one really mentioned early intervention services or that there were therapies that could possibly help him. And when he was 4.5, he was finally diagnosed with Fragile X syndrome. And during that time of diagnosis, I ended up getting some speech therapy, occupational therapy, and physical therapy from a private organization. And I was amazed at how much all of a sudden he could use sign language and talk. He started sleeping through the night. All these things that he started receiving after he was diagnosed, it was so helpful to him, and it gave him a lot of help that has carried over to today. But I look back and I think, had I known early that he had Fragile X syndrome, had I known when he was 6 months old, because their brains are forming till they're 3 years old, so many things could have helped him.
We just want to make sure that other families know that that's out there, and to not pass it up, because at first you don't know what it is. You don't know what it means. You don't realize what it's going to do for you and your family, but just give it a try, and just let it help your family like it can, because it will.